compromising my belief with staying true to what you called me to do, God. God, I have to find a way to get it done, God. I have to look at an obstacle and say, God, I don't see this obstacle, God, because I know that you will have the ability to remove any obstacle in my life. And if I make a mistake, God, I know that you got me. My enemies aren't even able to see it because it's the grace of God that covers. God saying, I'm waiting for your yes. I'll take care of everything else after that. Proverbs 15:21-22 says, folly brings joy to the one who has no sense, but whoever has understanding keeps a straight course. Verse 22 says, plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors they succeed. I surround myself with people who can provide me with sound counsel. Something going on this week. I called my dad and said, look, I'm telling you, I'm struggling because my heart wants to do this, but I don't know if it's really wise. And we talked through it or whatever, and he said, you know, this is what I think we do. I said, you know, that's a great decision. What am I saying? You can't always trust yourself. And many times I'm not saying you can just open up to anybody and everybody, but someone who you know who has your heart. I know my dad's not going to steer me the wrong way because he wants me to be just as successful as I want to be, because he knows he also wants to see that the plan and the vision of this house comes to fruition. So I said that. Then I had another issue where it wasn't his cup of tea, so I had to make sure I reach out to someone else and say, this is what I'm dealing with. This is what I'm faced with. This is what my heart wants to do. Is this a wise decision? Pastor Ray, as long as you do this, this, and this, I think this is a wise decision. Okay, let's pray about it. Lord, are you giving me peace to do this? Yes, give you peace to do it. And we move forward. And I'm saying that's how you talk. This scripture talks about having counsel. Plans for the lack, but many advisors, they succeed. But with many advisors, they succeed. See, Nehemiah knows what he's passionate about. He's prayed about it. He's now ready to stand up and act. He lays out the plan to the king and asks for specific help. Lisa, if he can come. And this part blessed me. And I'm setting up next. I'm telling you guys, you do not want to miss next week. I know it's summer months, but I'm telling you. When this all comes together next week, we start talking about our passion and doing our part in building this wall, how it all comes. You do not want to miss it. So you need to make sure that you are here, purpose in your heart right now, that you're going to bring somebody with you, because I promise you, next week is going to be a powerful, powerful message. I read it over and over again because I know the Lord is trying to teach me something. I said, God, why you have me reading this over and over again about what the king was saying? It said the king granted Nehemiah's request. I said, God, I see what you're saying. The Lord can use whomever to get his plan accomplished. It did not benefit the king to see Jerusalem rebuilt. It was not the king's passion. It was Nehemiah's. But Nehemiah had favor. So if you ever question why you are where you are in the position that you're in, thinking that it's up to you to make it come to pass, God saying, no, I have you positioned right where I want you. It doesn't have to be their passion, but God saying, I can use even them. I can use them because you've been faithful. I can use them because you've been obedient. I can use them because you had faith. I can use them because you didn't give up. I can use them because you've been there. I can use them because I can trust you. I may not be able to trust them because I have not broke their heart for them, but God saying I can use them, make it all come together. Not everyone's going to be a believer in what you're doing. But some people are going to be a believer in you. And that's all that matters. You focus on the what, and God will reveal the how. Because there's money and there's resources out there available. That's the favor of God that we need on our lives and in this ministry. The king said, I've heard enough. Approve. Request granted. What does your possible look like? What does it look like when you get your yes? I have a special word for all those who are truly, truly connected to this house, who are standing in faith with this ministry. Get ready to hear approved. Get ready to hear yes. Request granted. Whatever you need. I typically don't do this. Consider it done. The check is in the mail. Paid in full. Is there anything else that you may need? Who is with me? I'm looking for that Chick-fil-A anointing. My pleasure. pleasure. I'm happy to help. I'm here for you. I just want to be involved. Thank you for the opportunity. I've been expecting you. All you have to do was ask. I'm with you. You can count on me. Has everything been taken care of? Tell me what is next. You didn't ask for it, but I anticipate that you may need this as well. That's the level of faith that I'm talking about. That's the level of faith that I'm walking in. Where I show up and I say, I don't know who it is, but I know that somebody, God saying, I just need to be faithful. I show up, he shows out, saying, I'm walking in doors that I didn't even open. I have favor with people who don't even know me. They don't know anything about this church. But it's saying, but I know you. I know your heart. That's all I need. I don't need you to be a member, but God's saying, I just need you to be faithful and I'll take care of the rest. God, because this is gold. So much bigger than us. And I know that what we need, the level of favor that we need, that's the reason why we have to pray, because we realize that that's what we need in our life. God's saying, I can use whomever. But church, I'm telling you right now, open up your eyes. Who is it that you know? Who is it that God has given you favor with? You say, well, I don't know, God. God, I'm doing the best that I can. I'm writing this check, God. I'm paying my tithe. I'm doing my offering, God. I'm serving at the church, God. I'm doing the best that I can. Who is it else that you have favor with? Yes. Say that they don't have to be a member here to help us get this goal. They don't have to be a member here for us to impact this community. They don't have to be a member here to help us fulfill the kingdom assignment, because God has the ability to turn the heart of the king anywhere that he wants. God said, Nehemiah, I know what you have need of. It was not Nehemiah's resources. It was not Nehemiah's name. He said, King, I need a letter from you for protection. King said, access granted. Here's that what you need. Well, King, I need these beams to rebuild this temple again. It had no benefit to the king, but here, if you need it, it is yours. That's what we have to understand. Find out what it is he's doing. When, where are we meeting? God provides the inspiration. You provide the initiative. That's why I've been asking you to write it down. If you need an index card will be made available for you. Write it down. If any questions that you have, you find a leader, you ask the questions. You find you a mentor. You write out your business plan. You write out your prayer. These are the things that I want to help out with. So we say, God, we need to seek God faithfully. We need to define the vision clearly. And we need to make plans carefully. And in closing, the last thing I talk about is to inspire people passionately. Why do you have to be passionate about what we're talking about? Because what we'll talk about next week is that we're going to receive some opposition. Not only that, is that it's going to be some hard work. Amen. Not only that, it's going to be some discouragement that's going to come our way. Amen. Not only that, there's going to be some fatigue that may set in. And there also may be some distractions. But I want to tell you this. What you care about is not an accident that you care about it. God knew exactly what he was doing when he made you. And the burden that you bear will often reveal the difference that you will make. Say, God, I just want you to do something great in my life. With every head bowed, every eye closed. I just feel the Holy Spirit is in here. The thing that you're passionate about, I want you to get that on your mind. And I want you to ask this question. God, is this for me? Why not me? God, why am I passionate about this? Why do I think about it all the time? Why does it bring tears to my eyes? Because like Nehemiah will say, okay, Nehemiah was afraid. Nehemiah didn't have all the resources that he needed, but he had a favor with God. God's saying, I need you to say yes. But watch the favor that I have on your life. Because the burden you bear will reveal the difference that you make. With every head bowed, every eye closed. Dear Heavenly Father, I just thank you, God. Lord, I speak to every soul in this room today, God. Lord, I ask, Father, first and foremost, God, we repent, Father, for any sins that we've committed, God. Realizing that our lives, our hearts, everything about us belongs to you and only you, God. Lord, I ask that if at least one person get inspired about kingdom business, about the assignment that you have for their life, Lord, then I know that I've done what you've called me to do, God. Lord, let them realize, Father, that there's a part that we play, but also, Father, because of our faithfulness, God, you put us in positions to be able to get this accomplished, Lord. Lord, I thank you that through prayer, Father, that you'll give us a strategy on who to reach out to, God, what to do, God, and how to bring this stuff to come to pass. Lord, I thank you that everyone who is passionate, Lord, that we move that from passion to purpose, God. And Father, we'll bathe all these things in prayer. But Father, that this church will stand up and act. Father, I thank you that we may be a smaller church, but Lord, I think that we're not less powerful. So I thank you for those, God, who are accepting the call, who are saying, Pastor Ray, Dr. Lee, Pastor Raymond, I'm with you. This is how I'm with you. I won't be too vague. Lord, I thank you for the spirit of getting